I was thinking about somebody, usually a woman, right? Like sitting at home thinking about how do I stand up for my value? And I was thinking about what's going to make this compelling to her, watching on a phone or listening in her car. So that's what I was thinking about when I did all of that prep.
Interesting. And would you recommend, before going into what might be perceived as a tough negotiation, to prepare as much as you did for that TED Talk?
Absolutely. But it's a different kind of preparation. So when I was preparing for the TED, I was memorizing every word. But when you're preparing for negotiation, one of the most important things you can do is actually not to rehearse what you're going to say, but to rehearse questions to ask. And the first thing you have to do is ask questions of yourself. Because so many of us, I would say, especially women, right? And I just want to say, right, I'm here today as a white woman, okay? So I don't have a firsthand lived experience as a woman of color, right? But I've interviewed a lot of people. I've made it my mission to understand as much as I can. And especially for women of color, right? You're going to get more pushback. And you know this, right?
Yes.
And more blowback when it comes to claiming your value. So it means really going inward to ask yourself some questions about what is it that I'm looking to do here? What are the things that I need to make this engagement worthwhile for me? What are the things that I'm worried about? And let me, in fact, write down all of those emotions on a piece of paper so that I can start to release them so I'm in my power when I go into the room and I'm actually then making the case for my value. So all of that happens before you get in the room, because fact is, we have to do more work to be ready for the increased level of resistance that we're going to be met with, as you know.
One of the things that I took away from your TED Talk, which I thought was like so spot on, was making sure that those questions are not, they're open-ended questions.
Yes.
So they're not like yes or no questions. And I like how you positioned it. And you said the question should be, tell me.
Yes.
Like, tell me how, tell me why, tell me what brought you to this. And I actually used it earlier today.
Did you?
I did. I'm like, I'm the tell me queen now, because I think that it just allows people to take down their defenses. And to your point, the curiosity comes out and people feel like, oh, we're collaborating now. Like, she's not interrogating me, or she's not like against me. Like, she's genuinely interested.
Yes, a lot of it is fear. You know, people go in and they're ready for a battle on both sides.
Right.
And so anything we can do to take that down and set the conversation off in a different direction is not just going to make it feel better, it makes you more money. People who ask open-ended questions make more money. So you have a lot of entrepreneurs that listen to this show. Imagine, instead of going in and saying, hi, I'm Alex Carter, you know, I'm a speaker, I'm a trainer, and here are my packages and my credentials and the way I like to work with people. That is so incurious, right? It makes it sound like it's all about me. But you know what else that does when I'm saying I? It makes me sound junior. Right? Think about it. It's like the little dog in like a fight with the big dog trying to puff itself up, right? To look bigger. You actually look much more senior, seasoned, and in command when you're starting with questions like, Victoria, tell me about your company. Tell me about you as a founder. You know, tell me what you're looking to do out there in the market. What are you worried about? What are you excited about? Then I have a much better sense as an entrepreneur of the problems you want to solve. And instead of then saying, I can go in and say, you know, Victoria, you've done an amazing job at this company at penetrating this market. And here's what I think we can do together. You hear how much more powerful, collaborative, senior, relaxed that sounds, rather than I, give me a shot. This is how you do it. It's collaborative. If you're a woman of color, it makes it much less likely that you're going to get that fragility, that blowback, and it keeps you grounded, powerful, and confident.
That's a clip right there. That's going on social media.
Hell
we
yes.
went viral with that one. I've never heard it positioned that way, that it's junior. That makes complete sense.
Doesn't it when you hear it?
Yes, it does. Ooh, spicy. I like that. Okay,